This band? I like this band. I wrote it down so I don't forget who they are. Oh, I remember. Fucking Slayer! With the most macabre, mutilated individual you'll ever meet. You can even tell by the screen name. Conquering every area of social media. I was just like, yo, before this started, save some followers for me. Save some from me. I'm the guy with the ego here. Do you know what happens if I don't get to go out and get all the attention in the world? I melt down like a marshmallow, and then the metal moms eat me up. I mean, they're going to do that anyway, aren't they? But it is a pleasure. It is a pleasure to be back with one of the realest mother effers in the scene. I got to watch the language for the first few minutes. On these social media things, people be scolding me and hold back views, and I need views. Who doesn't want to look at me? But who doesn't want to look at Shay? Look at this bad mother effer right here. Look at this intense, the most evil son of a bitch you'll ever meet. I can't even believe you're back. And we're going to hang out again at the New England Death Metal Fun Time Bonanza. It's a month away. It'll be fantastic. It'll be supersonic. 2 worldwide, 2 international celebrities just gracing Maine with our presence. Eric, you're welcome. You're welcome. But without further ado, we got Shay back. Shay, how you doing?
I'm doing fucking amazing. How are you doing?
I am fan-fucking-tastic. What a night. It's a Saturday night. We're not at a show for once. We're chilling. We need to talk a little metal. Black metal, perhaps. I know we talked about that in the past, that we should get a little more in-depth to that.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
And you're the one to talk to. I know my share, but not to your level, not at all. Not at all do I know to that level. I'm old school, you know? Sometimes my mind, it drifts from place to place. I was at 18 concerts in the last 9 days. And I got to tell you, I was the star of most of them. Is that conceited? Is that stuck up? Perhaps. But I brought joy to the world.
Exactly.
Thank you. Someone gets it.
It's your world and we're living in it.
I
am
so glad you understand that. If everybody could just understand that for 2 seconds. I bombard into Milwaukee Metal Fest. I get off the plane via parachute. I parachute down into the pre-fest. I get Jasta pointing me out from the stage. He's playing Rain and Blood up there. I start screaming my Slayers. I jump in the mosh pit. Honestly, I like blacked out. Not from booze, not from gummies. From pure adrenaline. Next thing you know, I'm in this pit with these people. I'm like, what the fuck is going on here, madman? I get out of said pit. I'm taking my pictures after the show, the Slayers. I go, I'm like, it was amazing. I'm always humbled by it. You know how humbled I am. I like to be the madman full force, but I'm a very humble individual, very classy. I drink my tea like this. And I was having a time of my life, and I went back the second day, and I was upset because we had talked about me seeing Enslaved. I didn't get to see him. It was so much going on, so much craziness. And I just had to bring it up off the bat because I'm still wired from it. I've been to those shows. Yeah, so I know I have a guest on, but I have to talk about me first. And I had my Milwaukee. Then I went to Alice Cooper. Then I went to Nails, Obituary, Terror. Within 8 days, it got... Shay, do you want to hear something, a sensitive subject for me? Do you want to know? Thank you. You're like a therapist. Thank you for being here tonight, by the way. I don't know if I said that already.
Thank you so much for having me. It's always a fucking pleasure. You know, I had such an amazing time last time.
You were great. I couldn't wait to have, and you'll be back many times. Whether you like it or not, I'm just going to ambush you, calls at work, whatever's going. I'm like, you're on live. Here you are. You made it. And then you're going to be like, I'm going to knock this motherfucker out. But anyway, I'm screaming this is a lesson I just wanted to teach a lesson before we got into the podcast. I'm in Milwaukee. I'm causing a scene. I put videos everywhere of it because it has to be about me all the time. I need people to know how cool I am. And I did the unthinkable on day 3. I was psyched for Brat. Brat was playing. I got right up front. The bartender remembered me from the day before. She's yelling for me to yell a Slayer. She's giving me drinks 2 for $1. Everybody loved me there. Everybody adored me there. I planted my flag in Milwaukee. I love all you son of a bitches, all of you I met. You fucking partied hard. You were the hardest son of a bitches out there. But she goes, give me a Slayer. And I go to yell a Slayer and nothing comes out. Nothing comes out, Shay. I fucking lost my voice. I lost my voice day 3. I was screaming Slayers Thursday night, Friday from like we're getting online. I had announced a band 656. It was sick. I did a whole Aquaman skit because I don't know what I'm talking about. And I'm going online, people I'm with. We don't have the video out for me because I'm like, we'll tape what we can. Online is like 500 people. People start screaming fucking Slayers at me in the middle of the fucking street. I turn into superpower. I'm screaming them. I know how to control my voice, but I got so manic. I'm screaming.
Yeah.
I'm not controlling. I'm bending backwards like the Exorcist, inverting myself like a fucking cross. I am going insane. And we're in the middle. There's like apartments and shit everywhere. I'm going crazy all day. I'm dancing. I'm like walking like a spider. I had so much love. I couldn't believe it. I appreciate everybody so much. It was very overwhelming. It was so cool that Madman has spread nationwide. It is so humbling, so awesome. But I went so crazy all day. And this is also a place with 3 venues where you are jumping, running around, doing all this shit. I'm not, and they're like, you got to watch that voice. Like, you are out of control. Just being at a festival for 4 days is a problem. And I lost my voice day 3, lost it. Day 4, I rebounded. I caused a scene in front of Frozen Soul's sound check, which is killing me. It's not on video. It is destroying me, Shay, because I would relive that moment over and over and just watch how amazing I looked and just go, Madman, I'm so proud of you, Madman. I talk to myself in multiple personalities. And I talk to Shay. I'm not talking to Shay about flexing and being whatever the fuck I am. I'm talking to Shay as my friend, somebody I trust, somebody I'm excited to tell this about to. And Frozen Soul's in the sound check. And they recognize me up there. I split up with everybody because Harm's Way is playing. Like, it's so much going on. They start yelling the Slayers at me. I see Sam on stage. We throw the horns to each other. And they're all up there looking like Viking fucking psychopaths, right? We're doing that. They pick up on all the Slayers. They start, so now you know what I do. I go fucking ballistic. I'm running around the theater with my fist. People are yelling at me from the bleachers. I am like so out of control. So full of myself, unpoliced by myself. I'm jumping into people. We're taking pits. It was the time of my life. And the reason I said that is because I know you talked about before, you're looking to go. I want you there so bad. Anything I do to help you get there, I mean that. You know I say what I mean. I think you would have the time of your life and the access to some of the bands and some of the, like, the subcultures there and alternative lifestyles and shit. It is like, dude. And I found these fucking, like, sushi place where it's all you can eat, but you order it. I'm a simple man. I was like, this is amazing. This is unbelievable. I was ordering food. They'd bring it to me. I don't like to fly and shit. So my fucking manic, that's the other problem I was having. So I was just like eating everything, comfort fooding everything until I collapsed. But then I just had to fill you in. I know how obnoxious this just was. This is the intro to the show. I had to fill you in. What is wrong with me? We don't know. But anyway.
Well, no, I needed the fill-in, though. It's important.
Thank you. That's why I could trust you here. That's why you'll be on this show 1,000 times, because you get me. You get that. You know who I am. You know how I rant. Guys, Shay knows me. We talked a little about this last time from when I was a shy little boy up in Maine last year. And this year, I should probably warn Eric ahead of time. It's going to be ugly. I'm out of control. There is no... After that, I went to Alice Cooper, older crowd, so I don't usually get the same Madman recognition because they're not on TikTok. I had to yell Slayers after an hour. That is fucking mind-boggling to me. I was blown away. And then I went to my home turf, the Palladium, for Obituary, Nails, and Terror. And I knew it. I was like, with all the hype I just had, I caused an explosion on that floor when I went down there. And my fucking followers are the sickest fucks in that pit. They were all psycho. We're screaming Slayers over the bands, the people upstairs. It was crazy. And you're going to enjoy this in a month at the Bonanza. You get to witness this.
Exactly. And I think that for True Cult Trivia, because we're not going on at night now. Now I'm going on before any of the bands. I'm the first event of the first day. And I think that you need to cause a commotion during True Cult Trivia.
I give you my word. We will draw attention there. And you know what? This is why we're cosmically connected, where people don't understand when we get each other. This is not a one-upper. This is not a one-upper. Just saying. It's weird. I look at the universe and how stuff happens. You're opening the
Yeah.
Bonanza. When I went to Milwaukee Metal Fest, me introing 656, I was the first act on Milwaukee Metal Fest. How have I not done like a real video about that? Like, we got to hype this with you. I'm going to be doing videos just so, not that I know you want me to, but like, just so you know, I'm going to be hyping the fact that you're kicking it off. I'm going to be right there by your side. I'm going to be the first one signing up. I want people to know to get in that trivia. If you don't show up to trivia, your moms are in a lot of trouble. They're in a lot of trouble. My confidence is out of control. I can handle 6 to 7 metal moms at once now. So I will go after all of them. Sign up for the trivia. So we
have fucking prizes and everything. I've got like a whole prize box with shit.
Really?
I will talk to different small bands and businesses. I have a few people that have already hit me up about donating prizes and shit. So there's going to be like different t-shirts and everything in that prize box.
Is it okay if I donate some prizes? I've got some merch I'm launching and some stuff.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Okay. I will bring some stuff. We could talk off camera, whatever what we want to do, what you're doing. Anything I can help with that. Anything I can do to help promote this. And guys, she already does trivia that's like, and I'm sorry, I'm not good with pronouns and stuff. Please don't yell at me. I'm a 48-year-old man. I'm trying my best here to navigate. Shay, I'm trying. I slip all the time.
No,
with
you're
things.
chilling.
Thank you. I gotta say, like, the trivia that's always going, in Salem is already established. It started at the Bonanza, so that makes me happy because, as you know, at the Bonanza, that late at night, some of our friends are not functioning at that point anymore. They have taken some things in their bodies. They don't know where they are anymore. So this is huge. Oh, that makes me so happy.
Oh, dude, yeah, I know, because last year it was on the second day, so I was already thrilled that it was on the first day in general, so I'm just like, holy shit.
Yeah. And so, if you can let everybody know, so we show up to the Bonanza, and the funny thing is, we're in the pit at Obituary in the Palladium. And some of the people that met me at the Bonanza find me. They're just like, can you believe the Bonanzas? And people don't know what we're talking about. So they're just like, yo, this is the dopest shit. It's in the middle of the woods that nobody, it is. It's the hardest show. It's the heaviest bands. It's the coolest people you'll meet. We're all partying respectfully. We're all having a good time. It's all fucking hugs and love up there. We don't allow bad shit. You get your ass bounced out by 20 of us in 2 seconds. It is so cool. And they were talking about just how insane everything is up there and telling people they have to get up there to experience. There is no festival like this. And as this is going on, I have some guy, some punk kid who was like, you're cool. I like the Slayers. I want to follow you. He was drinking a little bit. This guy comes up to me, friendly. But he's like, did you crowd surf this one? You crowd surf? They're like, no. He's like, did you crowd surf? I'm like, dude, I just did 4 days in Milwaukee. I flew back Monday night. I worked my full-time fucking job. I filmed a podcast of Ghoul from Mayhem. I went to Alice Cooper last night at Mohegan Sun. I got home 1:30 in the morning. Now I'm here at Obituary. I ain't crowd surfing shit. And he's like, oh, come on, man. You could still do it. I'm like, still do it. The madman comes, as I told you, like with my job, the madman comes out a lot. I grab him by his shoulder. I'm like, little boy, still could do it. How about you shut your fucking mouth and get up to the Bonanza? Let me see you make it one fucking day up there with this fucking crybaby shit. And he got all beaten around. I was like, no, just busting your balls. But I meant it, though. That's where you prove how metal and how hard you are. Survive the Bonanza one day, let alone all 3 days. And we're going to be there the first day. And I love the vibe of the trivia. And I'm rambling, but the trivia, what do? We all get up there. We want to play trivia. Where do we go? How do we sign up? Is it teams? Is it singles?
So you sign up at the gates where all the game sign-ups are, but you can also just join in. It's not anything that you have to like plan to because you form groups of teams. So it'll usually be like 5 people in a group, and you get a minute to come up with a silly band, not a silly band name, a silly group name.
Yep.
And there are 6 levels, 6 questions each, and they get more and more difficult. So this year I'm trying to include some of the bands that are on the Bonanza in it too, not just like general. So I'm especially hyped for that. And we have whiteboards, so there's only one person that writes down everything. Okay. So you get like 30 seconds to a minute to answer each question, and then I'll yell at everyone to stop writing. and you lift up the boards, and then I keep score of like who gets everything right and wrong, and then at the end there's a list question. And that one is not a sudden death, but you get 100 points for every correct answer, and then for every incorrect one, you get minus 100 points.
Oh.
So the one with the most points at the end wins prizes.
Sick. Sick, and it sounds like you've got some sick prizes, and like I said, I'll donate some prizes, and if they're not listening when you yell, don't worry, I'll proudly yell. And I already know the name of my team because I used the name at RPM Fest last year. And that team was the most hostile. They cut our table off from drinking. We were no longer allowed to have drinks.
Did they actually?
Yeah, we were the only team that got cut off because like there'd be these little bonus rounds where you could take a shot. It was so crazy.
Yeah.
I wasn't even fucking drinking because I had to drive back. Everybody else on the table was like fucking hammered, just destroyed. And the team's name was fucking Slayer, of course. I saved you from me screaming it at the top of my lungs. And they all chuckled when I said it. I'm like, you don't laugh at that fucking shit. That's my team name. To the people that didn't know me. And we got it so hype in there as a small group. We filled the whole area because I went ballistic. I started throwing shit. I was screaming. I was twerking up front. I walked away because I didn't hear a Slayer question. I got so mad. And I came back. And the dude hosting was like, oh, fuck, he's back. Like, they were like, please don't let him come back. And I went insane. And everyone around me's drinking. So, like, they're fucking losing this shit. This one chick's, like, jumping over me to answer fucking questions. This other dude's throwing full beer cans at the guy. It was hell on earth. So, Shay, I want to apologize. I'm going to have the classy actually, I'm going to have the biggest scumbag group you've ever seen. And we're coming in for a hostile takeover. And we're going to take over this fucking thing and win this game. And even if we lose, we win because we're having a good time. And you're too nice to put it on. All the feedback I hear about your trivia, everybody loves it, the people that go up there. I still owe you that. I can't wait to get up there. We've talked about this before. Such a year, and it's like the fucking weather won't just give us weather yet. You know, it's out here fucking.
Oh yeah,
like
the weather's
today.
so ass. It's like raining almost every day. Then it was like nice for like a week here in Mass, and then it got cold and rainy again. And then now next week it's gonna be like fucking 90. Like what the hell?
It makes no sense, dude. It's fucking crazy. It's fucking crazy. But you're out there doing your thing, and we're going to be at the Bonanza, and hopefully it's nice and warm up there for that.
Fuck yeah. I'm hoping, dude, last year, I don't know if I ever told you this, my fucking tent flooded last year at the Bonanza. Yeah, dude, on the second day it did. It was fucking crazy. But that goes to show, people need to be brave enough to survive the Bonanza. I survived even though my shit fucking flooded, so you have to be there.
I don't want to punk bitch shit with you guys out there going, I can't go up there. It's too far of a drive. I can't go up there. I don't like to camp. Well, I camp inside your mom every fucking night, and she doesn't seem to have a problem with it. So get up there to the Bonanza. Get up to the get up to the Bonanza. Before I don't give your mom what she wants, actually. That's the threat. I won't give her what she wants. Then she'll be jank. She won't get your high C ecto coolers and your fucking lunch bags. I see you motherfuckers getting banged around in the pit, getting smacked. Get up to the Bonanza. We want to see double the people. I've been trying to put it in my stories nonstop. I'm starting a video. Eric doesn't even know the marketing campaign I'm starting. It is going to be aggressive. I want people up there, and I want them to understand. The people that were at the Bonanza last year, we had great trivia. We had great vlogs you did. We had great vendors. We had great bands. We had great contests. We had the Madman putting on a free show, just walking around. But that was nothing. I am going to cause hell on earth there. I want the fucking apocalypse up in Maine. That's what I'm promising. If you're kicking this off, I cannot let you down. Again, I talked about this last time. I went up there. I wasn't myself yet. You were too fucking kind to me. That one moment helped me build me to where I am today. So I owe you. And you little motherfuckers out there, I owe you. I owe you a fucking beating if you don't fucking get up to the Bonanza. That's what I'm going to fucking do. I'm just going to start threatening everyone, Shay. That's it. We need a plan here.
I'm going to crowd kill you all if you don't show up.
Crowd kill. And if you fight back, you got to deal with me, so you don't want to do that, okay? That's the way this is going to fucking work. That is hype. I am so psyched for that. Love that you're kicking it off. And I really do. I want to market that as much as possible because we need everybody that's there involved. Like everybody, if you're there in the beginning, just come hang with us. I assure you.
Yeah.
It's good. Shay's going to make it a great time, and I'm going to make it a great stupid time where you're going to see some of the stupidest shit you've ever seen, and you put that together, and I mean, that's the event of the year.
Yeah, like, what other fucking festival do they do a fucking clam chowder chug? Genuinely.
Clam
Like,
chowder chug. That clam chowder chug is iconic. The shit you guys are going to see. That also, I don't know if they're going to still do the drag queen contest and the horror scream
ooh,
contest, but I got a treat. I'm going to let you in on something. I'm going to drop a video probably tonight or tomorrow.
yeah.
Wait till you see me. Wait till you see me with the hair, the makeup, the bust, the dress. It is. I had to rewatch this video and edit it. I needed some alone time with this video. I would look so attractive. I'm going to break a lot of hearts, let me tell you. And that's the Bonanza. Breaking hearts and breaking down boundaries. Because we do what we want there, guys. Nobody judges anybody up there. Everybody is welcome. All walks of, except shitheads and racists and garbage people. Of course, that goes without saying. But anybody that's anything, we open arms. Open arms, dress the way you want to dress. Talk, act crazy, be shy. It's all love up there. Nobody cares, right? That's the vibe I got.
Yeah, no one cares. Everyone's so nice. Almost everyone will go up to each other, just start talking, even if they don't know anyone. I made so many friends. Like, fucking Final Girls, Sophia, Ash, all those people. Fucking incredible.
All amazing people. And it's funny, that's how I felt there. I literally still look at everybody from that. I look at all of you from there as like, that's my family. Like, that's the people I trust more than anything. I trust all of you. If I was in a fucking jam, I couldn't talk, I would talk to you in a second. You know, it's like, that's the bond that we all had. Because they don't, those of you that weren't up there, you don't understand, it's also a survival thing. We're in this like remote area. And the sickest indoor-outdoor venue you'll ever be to. It's just, you can't even explain it. Everything is all kinds of vendors, all kinds of people from all walks of life. The people that don't like us around there, the normies that don't like us anywhere. Like, it's a whole scene you need to experience. And then you got the Bonginator bus parked there. You've got all kinds of crazy shit. I'm going to try and jump on stage and harass people as much as possible. I'm so comfortable on stage now. Last year, I was like,
Yeah.
maybe I should today. You know, now I'm just going to get up there. I'm going to get off the stage. I'm like, I'll get off the stage when I get off your mom, which is never. So I'm not getting off the stage. And it's going to be a jolly good time, Shay. And you're starting it all off. Kicking it off. So what we got to kick off to now is, because the episode me and Shay talked about doing was the black metal episode. I believe we've been talking for a little bit, mostly me. Let's talk black metal. Honestly, I always look at black metal and hardcore as two of the most controversial genres there are. People love those genres or they fucking despise them. Like, it's the weirdest thing where, right, I'm open to all music and all things. People look at black metal negative from stuff that happened in the 90s from the early bands, right? Shit that I don't think anybody was happy about what happened. None of us are sitting here going like, that was great. We're just saying some shit happened. And also some of the best music ever made happened. You know, the Emperors and Dark Thralls and Dissections and Marduks, the ones from my generation, Satyricons, like, just magical, majestic. It's heavy but melodic. It's beautiful but evil. It's the shit you could just sit in that dark room blasting it with the candle lit. I got to ask you how you got into black metal. What band
I got into it. Honestly, Emperor was that band for me. And I gotta say, I can't even, like, believe that I went to that fucking show at the Palladium. The
Crazy.
Emperor show was fucking insane. And, like, the whole VIP experience, like, meeting them and everything was, like, unreal.
So sick.
Like, it was, like, you would think they would be really intimidating in person. And at first, like, when you are looking at them and you're, like, waiting in line to go meet them, you're like, oh my god, like, what if they're, like, really not mean, but, like, come off strong.
Yeah.
But they were, like, the most lax, chill people.
Sick.
Like, it was wild. The second I got up there, it was just, like, calm. Isan complimented my makeup, and then I panicked a little bit.
Oh, no.
But then, like, we took a picture and everything, and it was a great time. And just the music, when they were playing, it felt like a ritual almost. Like, it felt almost sacred. And that's what black metal is to me. It's an experience. It's not really just about the music. a lot of people will be like, oh, well, there's all those fucking elitists, and then you have the racists, and it's like, yeah, you need to weed those people out. So, like, unfortunately, those people are gonna be everywhere. No matter where you go. Look at it in hardcore and punk scenes. Like, punk was a political movement, and you still have, like, subcultures of punks that are fucking Nazi.
Right.
Like, you can't escape it. And it's not, you can't really generalize something like that. And I know a lot of people have trouble doing that, but once you really open up your mind to black metal, it really just opens a whole separate world, in my opinion.
I think you put that perfect, and I think the biggest message there was every genre. Guys, there's stories I can tell you now from being all the shit that's happened to Metal Horror Madman and people I've got to talk to, and there's problems, and there's people like power metal people think is just amazing. There's no problems there. Everybody's great. No, there's garbage guys in that too. And yeah, it's usually the guys. Like people are gonna get pissed at me for that, but that's the truth. That's 99% of the fucking problem. And it's all the same thing. Not respecting women, being racist. You see that shit everywhere. And just like you said, weed those people out. Imagine you just focused on that and then you miss a whole genre. I got dust flying everywhere. Imagine doing that and then you miss everything. That would be horrible.
Exactly. Like, I could not imagine my life not listening to black metal. And that probably sounds corny as shit because, like, you know, it's music. But it just, like, not to be like, oh, it helped me get through hard times. But that music really does just bring you to a completely different reality. And it makes you able to escape absolutely everything because you're so focused on what's going on inside of your headphones.
It's so true, and it's not corny to say because music in general has gotten me through everything. Music has gotten through me, and when like that early black metal came out, I was still in an abusive household. You know, I was like 17 or whatever, and I just go in a room in the dark and like put on those albums and just soak it in, just soak in that atmosphere. And I like the evil tones of it, but again, like, I saw the beauty in it. Because I think also, like, good and evil is not what everybody thinks, right? There's different opinions and perspectives on things. I mean, I know you fucking do. There's no bad motherfucking on you, the fucking way you dress and all this shit and the fucking lifestyle you've got. Like, you get it. You get embracing that side of things because things people tell us good also are not good. A lot of the conservative shit that goes on in this world that they claim, you know, it's just all fucking smoke and mirrors.
It is, and like the same exact things that they claim to be against are the exact things that they're supporting, but they'll fight tooth and nail to be like, no, that's not actually. And it's like, but then what is it?
Right. Right. And like we talk about, like, okay, people will come at black metal for shit that goes on, like, but go at the world right now. The world's at fucking war for no fucking reason, right? We're just annihilating. They call some of this shit a war, where it's the equivalent of me going to fight fucking kindergartners. You know what I mean? You can't have a war against people that don't have the weapons. That's all fucking bullshit. That's another episode. But yeah, let me get back on track here since I always take us off. Yeah. So you got into that. What were the next bands? What were the albums that you say, that you got into first? And I'll have a follow-up question.
Absolutely Mutilation, hence the username. But Black Millennium, that album really made me sink into it and made me discover more raw black metal because Emperor is more like not symphonic but like more melodic. Yes. Like they're so unique and they did so much for black metal because not only did they show that like you can still have like I think what I'm trying to say is that the way that they write their music and produce it, it shows people that black metal is actual music because I feel like there's always that misconception that black metal or extreme metal isn't real music, but you can hear that their music is composed the same way that classical music is.
It's so true, and Emperor's my number one. Emperor Nightside, that fucking album, I would just sit in there. I put that album on now. Like, I'm a real fucking weirdo. Like, I'll make my videos where I talk about if you like goth or black metal, you sleep in the graveyard, you talk to gnats, bats, cats, rats. Well, I like to go fucking outside, put the fucking earbuds in, maybe take a fucking gummy, maybe have a drink or two, and just, especially when it's like a full moon or the clouds are going past the moon, and I leave my Halloween shit up year round, some of it, like I keep this little graveyard up fucking year round, and I just sit there. Yeah, and I get like, I'll play the fucking music and I'm just out there and like my senses are all on high alert from the stuff I'm doing. So it's like, I'll hear a raccoon in the woods. Like, and I even love like, this may sound weird too. Look at us geeking out. We're like, oh, well, I don't know if I should be saying this is like changed my life. And it all has though. But like, I'll sit there and it just gives me these different vibes and fucking perspectives on everything where like, I start embracing the darkness instead of being afraid of the darkness. I know that's probably weird, but like, oh, I feel comfortable here with the unknown and these topics of death and the devil. And as we know, a lot of the stuff that's satanic isn't even satanic. It's just anti fucking Christianity or, you know, conservative shit. So it really does
they want you to think that things are taboo and all of that bullshit. But the reason that those things are so uncomfortable to talk about is because of the fact that they're trying to create this whole idea that they are not okay to talk about.
So
when that's just not the case.
It's so true. And like black metal, like when you were talking about the punk movement, they talked about, you know, political movements and counterculture. Black metal really is that, like to the extreme. The ones that are the real deal will really tell you. And like when I was talking to Ghoul on the podcast here and like just how intellectual he was and his deep insights, people like to label all of us, and we've talked about this before, based on how we dress, how we act, how we look. But that's not the case. But you talk about these great bands, great albums. I think Emperor for the people that haven't started their black metal journey is that great entry level. Like to me, it's the top tier. Right, I geek out and nerd. I fucking worship. I can't believe I had to miss that show. I was at a fucking town you got to go to. You got to meet Emperor. I'm fucking jealous.
I did.
Tell me about it.
Dude, it was just fucking incredible. Like, they were just so sweet. They're also so tall. Like, all of them are over 6 feet tall. So, in the picture, I'm, like, up to everybody's shoulders. It's, like, kind of funny.
Yeah.
But, it was kind of quick. But they did sign some stuff for me. They signed a 7-inch that they gave me that has 2 songs on it. They're rehearsal tapes from 1992. But these vinyl will never be released to buy. They were exclusive to the VIP packages. And then they gave me like this post-it and stuff. I actually have all of it right over here, except the vinyl, because I'm trying to frame that. I'm gonna frame most of the other stuff, but this official post-it that has the entire set list on it.
Oh wow, that's
and
crazy.
Then it's like flocked velvet. Like it's so fucking cool.
Jealous.
Then they give you a tote bag. Like, that shit.
That's
I fucking love the bag.
Yeah.
I brought my shirt from home, but they signed my In the Nightside Eclipse shirt at the bottom.
That's beyond fucking sick. And that's my favorite black metal album of all time. I can play that over and over and over.
Reasonably so. Oh my god, it's incredible. The fucking lanyard that I got.
That is crazy, all this stuff. You know, some bands like give you shit. They gave you real stuff here.
Yeah, they really do give you a lot. And then I got one of the set lists from the fucking stage. And so this story is funny. So it was the end, and I got up to the barricade, and I didn't even know that GA front and back were different at the Palladium. So I ended up sneaking onto the floor. Like, I didn't give a shit.
Yeah.
I was like, I paid all of that. Well, I didn't pay for it. I got it as a Christmas present. I was like,
matter.
I paid all of that to like meet them and everything. And respectfully, I'm gonna go wherever the fuck I want.
Yeah, seriously, dude. Yeah.
But like, this girl grabbed this at the exact same time as me. And she was holding on to it the same time as me for like 5 seconds. And I was like, well, one of us has to pull on this and you're not. So I just went and then ran away.
Amazing. That's what you're supposed to do. You just take the shit,
Yeah, exactly.
Right?
I didn't even let her see my face. I just like took it and ran.
You're better off to do it that way. Let's be stealth when we do those things, everybody. I had when I was talking about Frozen Soul, like they kept trying to throw me pics and like packs of Magic the Gathering, but I was letting the other people get it. Where I was like, someone was like, "No, in the future, just start screaming Slayers at them, like go fucking psycho and grab everything." I'm like, that would be pretty fucking funny to do.
That would be really funny.
And it's like, there's no you need. I'm glad you did that because like, and no offense to everybody just wants. I get the hype of wanting all the shit. But like people get intense, right? People get way too physical grabbing a pick or doing this stuff and get into fights. So if you could grab and go, that's the strategy.
Yeah.
Oh,
You just
that's
weave
sick.
through the people, just like grab it and run.
That's it. I fucking love it. You got to make a video on that shit. We should reenact that at the Bonanza. We'll bring it. We'll put a set
We
list on the stage.
should.
I'll act like I'm gonna
What
grab it.
if
You grab it and run.
what if we did a video before the Bonanza, like doing that and like recreating doing that and fighting over a set list or something for it?
Yes.
Because
Yes.
I have a Bong and Ada set list. It's up there actually from the Intergalactic Gorbong release show. Literally
Damn.
from the release show, and we could straight up use that for it.
We have to do that. We have to do that. See, Eric, you have marketing geniuses here. It's not just our personalities and our looks. It's not our international fame. We're marketers, Shay. It's what we do.
Exactly.
We can't help but spread this thing like a disease. We got to keep our brands. If it wasn't for people like us, you'd have all these lame fucking people with their black coffee and their button-up fucking shirt, listening to their fucking, I don't know, Chicago, America, whatever those shit, all those shit bands from the 70s named after countries and cities. I don't fucking know. But so we got this. You go to see
ELO.
Hey, Eric, is ELO gonna be on? Is ELO gonna be on there?
Dude, you know my mom convinced me, dude. Like she convinced me to go to an ELO concert with her at TD. She was like, "I'll buy you beers," and I was like, "Honestly, okay, why not? Light show and alcohol, let's go."
Why not? How was it?
And I ended up knowing 3 songs. I'm proud of myself. I knew only 3, but I did.
That's a lot to know. I mean, that was a big band from the time, from what I know of them. I'm glad you had a good time there because I was dragged one time to a fucking 9-hour horror show of fucking
9 hours.
Dude, it was 3 bands that were headliners in 1970 fucking 1 when the pet rock was thriving and gas was 10 cents a fucking gallon. But they came out in droves. Everybody was there in their fucking walkers and their fucking scooters, and they were getting airlifted from their fucking nursing homes. And I know we'll all be there one day, but I ain't there yet, so I'll fucking dig at it. And it was fucking Styx, REO Speedwagon, Ted Nugent. Each band played over a 2-hour set. Plus, you had the in-between 45 minutes to an hour per. By the end of that fucking show, I was pulling my fucking eyes out. And Shay, all I wanted, and I mean, it was sappy shit, REO Speedwagon, and it's like Styx. But I was like, you know what's going to make this worthwhile? Do you know it's Mr. Roboto by Styx? That's going to get me crazy. I love that song. I like to dance around and act like an idiot. Guess what song they don't fuck? I'm waiting every song. I'm like, here it comes.
Was it the one that they didn't fucking play?
No, because they had an argument with the original singer from 1982, and he wrote the album. So the 82, these old fucks got their Metamucil and Bengay up their asses, and they fucking can't play Mr. Roboto for me. And I was so devastated. And then these fucking people around me like, oh, well, the reason is Dennis DeYoung got in an argument over bubblegum in 1982. And I'm like, I'm going to fucking go to jail right now. I am going to start swinging. This is horrible. It was the most unbearable. I don't know about you. I know we're way off topic again, but we're getting there. We're talking black metal. Have you gone to a show that you've had to stay at? Like, you just talked about ELO, but luckily you were drinking. So, guys, drinking has helped me and ruined everything for me. I could tell you both stories. Shay, we could have a week podcast on the ups and downs of my drinking. And I can say, at least when you're drinking during something like that, you're like, I'm drinking. I could still vibe with music. It's music. But I've been to a show, or like that show, and I should have been drinking, but I was probably taking a break because I had some fucking massive bender the week before, so I have to fucking fix myself. And I just wanted to no longer. I was like, I'm good on this earth. Like, I was pretty high up in the bleach. I'm like, I should just jump now, yell I'm a golden god, spread my wings, and just crash into the pavement. That's how miserable I was. Have you ever been to a show that you were like, I can't take this, but I have to stay for a friend, a family member?
Ooh, that's a good question. Honestly, Slipknot. But like my dad and I only stayed because like my dad wanted to see them too and had never seen them. And this is actually a crazy story. This is the origin story of me not liking Slipknot, actually.
This is actually huge lore here, everybody. I have no idea what's
this is huge lore. This is the Slipknot hater origin story.
Amazing.
So I grew up listening to them because of my dad, because my
Yep.
dad's always been into metal since like the 80s, 90s. And he was like, "Oh, let's go see Slipknot." And I was like 16, 17. I was like, "Fuck yeah, let's go."
Yeah.
And I still have a picture of us from that show somewhere too on my phone. But we were so hyped. Behemoth and Gojira opened. It was Behemoth, Gojira, and Volbeat. I didn't like
Wow.
Volbeat that much, but Behemoth was definitely my favorite act of the night. And then Gojira was really good live too. I had never seen them live, but
Yep.
they had such a crazy stage presence. And then Slipknot came on, and like I wanted to see them because of the fact that people will be like, "Oh, you need to see them at least once." So many people try to hype them up.
Right.
But it was the most underwhelming shit of my life. And I was recently talking about this with my dad. And he said the same thing. He was like, "Yeah, that really wasn't all it was going to be cut out to be."
Oh wow, it was
Because
a
they
shit
just, like,
show.
they did their thing. And, like,
Yep.
they interacted with the crowd, like, maybe 3 fucking times. I fucking hate Corey Taylor. Oh my God.
Wow.
But, like, it was so boring. And they just chill there on stage with their masks on, and then they are just like, "Good night," and I'm just like, "Okay, yeah, cool, I guess."
Oh wow. And from that day on,
And
you
now
swore.
I hate him since.
And that's the Slipknot story, everybody. You should let us know. Send it into the comment section about the bands you hate that have let you down. The bands that have
Also, but you
underperformed.
should let me know what Corey Taylor would think too, though.
That's true. That's true. Corey
How would
Taylor
he
is.
feel about this?
We should contact Corey Taylor. We'll get him on the show. I'm sure he'll jump right on. And we'll get Corey. What the fuck were you doing that day? Why'd you just fucking cash it in that night? Put in no
Oh,
effort.
for real.
That's
See,
the
what
worst.
I'm thinking, Corey Taylor's mentioned on Loudwire so much that I'm convinced that he hits them up himself being like, "Yo, you should write about me again." Like, totally, like, I've got something to say, and believe me, you're gonna want to hear this.
You're going to want to hear it. I ordered tacos today, and they forgot the seasoning. And you're like, all right, that's fucking great. That's fucking great.
Yeah.
It's the fucking worst thing, dude, when you see a show like that, and you're hyped for it, too. That had to be fucking horrible, because I'm trying to think of one where, in a similar thing where, I guess for me, it would be like, not... Maybe some of the stuff, like, sometimes Mohegan Sun will do these fucking packages in Connecticut, and you'll get, like, free tickets, and it'll be 80s, like, cock rock. I don't even... I listen. I mean, I know all the glam stuff. I have stuff I like to hear that's fun, of course, right? But, like, it's not stuff I'm into anymore. It's not stuff that I could really fucking sit through a whole set of. It's weird because I've noticed that with me with shit. I'm like, holy shit, I am right back to when I was fucking 17 to 25, where I just listened to this hard shit, these shit nobody liked. Like, I'm so fucking back into that. And then now championing Slayer to be the most obnoxious loud Slayer fan there is, which I need to do. I need to let everybody know who's boss with that too. Because you know what, Shay? There's fucking people trying to copycat me all over social media now. I'll go out to places even, and I'm just like, and they say Slayer, and I'm like, it's fucking Slayer!
No, for real.
Right, you say it right. And there's this fucking guy, they're like the Slayer man of Boston. He goes to Renaissance fairs yelling Slayer. I want my fucking respect for that. When I came on social media 4 fucking years ago, Slayer was in the gutter. People were making fun of him. Everybody was like, they're shit, they're blah, 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 too aggressive. And that's how Metal Horror Madman was born. I'm like, I'm bringing aggression back. And I know people are ripping me off, and then they act like they're fucking not, and that's what pisses me off. I love influences. We're influencers, whether people like that term or not. Me and you are.
Yeah.
We get influenced by influencers. Like, that's the great thing about all this. You meet people you don't know. They show you different perspectives of this stuff. But this particular subject, I'm all for everybody doing it. I love when I go to any venue. People do it to me to get me to do it. I was at last night even an All Sinners show, and fucking I'm walking out and someone yells Slayer to me. I start screaming it. I'm by apartment buildings. I'm screaming at the top of my lungs at night. It hypes people up at Obituary. It got so psychotic. It was literally like a riot there. Whereas they get me to scream, and my followers lose their shit. They're ready to fight everybody. They're doing backflips. They're playing duck, duck, goose in a pit. They go ballistic. And I want people doing this. But I have noticed out there, there's some copycatting going on. And nothing worse than when people copycat and don't at least just acknowledge where they got it from. Instead of going out, stealing the shtick, not doing it with the fucking, because they ain't got the balls to do that, let's be honest. They don't have the balls to go out there and do that. I'm glad I'm talking to this with a close friend right now because it's been bothering me, and I want to make an actual video. I might just fucking clip this, though. There's a fucking video. And I'm calling people out
Yeah.
because, and I'll see my people in those comments, and they'll forward me this shit, and they're like, Slayer person. Like, no, you're the Slayer guy. That's your fucking thing. You did it.
Right.
Everyone's welcome to rip it off. It's what we do in social media. We repeat, we copy, right? That's no problem. But don't act like I just came up with this concept where I go out in public and yell a Slayer. And when I did it last night, the people that knew me were like, that's a madman, and they're showing people. And then I heard a couple of people that didn't know me, and the guy's like, oh, that's a thing. I was being respectful. But I was ready to pounce. They're like, that's a thing people do. Like, someone yells Slayer, and then someone else has to yell Slayer. I'm like, that's from fucking me. That's from fucking me. I started this shit. Shit so fucking hard, especially last year at Exodus and the Palladium. And my followers were like, after you started that Slayer thing, all the shows we're going to, people are doing it now. And I'm like, that's sick. That makes me so happy. But I don't like copycats.
People claiming it as their own, yeah.
Just claiming it like they just came up with it. So whoever the fuck you are, Slayer Ren guy, I got no beef with you. I like you spreading the Slayer thing. But let's not fucking act like you just came up. You may not even know me by name, but you know me by face and by fucking... Shay, you could imagine the amount of people that know me, and it's gotten out of control, but the amount of people that don't know me that know me as the fucking Slayer. Hey, that's a Slayer dude, and they get their Slayer. So I just had to get that out. So thank you for allowing me and understanding.
No, of course, and like I understand it because I used to be friends with another creator that would like she ended up trying to model her whole page after what I was doing, but try to be meaner basically.
Yep.
But then like once I stopped being friends with her, she started copying me again. And then I think we all know who I'm talking about. That would be Tori.
Yes.
But yeah, then I just like when she copied me, I was like, you know what? It's time to drop the bomb. Like it's time.
And I'm proud of you for that. And I'm proud of you for a lot of what you do. I really am. We've talked about this before because I know how difficult some of the shit is. And I know how difficult some of the shit that the other people's followers or bands, fans get and the shit you got to take. But those people, like with her and like with this fucking clown, like they got to fucking show respect where respect is due.
They do.
They do. And again, me and you are the type, like, just show the fucking respect and we'll be the nicest people you know. Because I would.
Yeah, like, all you gotta say is, oh, I got this idea from this person. It really doesn't take that much effort to do that.
It's so true. And, like, I'll gladly say, I clearly didn't vet fucking Slayer. That's something that started in the 80s. I just brought it back from the dead. When they weren't touring and on social media, they were just, looked down upon.
Yeah.
And a lot of the aggressive music you've seen over the last few years, it's all back. Like, all the aggressive music is back now. And, like, I get it. And people don't have to like Slayer either. I'm cool with that, too. I get it completely. It's not for people. I totally understand that. But I just, like, I show respect to people, and I demand respect in return. And I will do anything to help anybody. And I like people, when we're playing off each other, that's always fun. But again, like you said, we're talking about a couple of people that are going out there and just acting like out of nowhere, they came out with this whole thing. And you're not fooling the hardcore people. Like, you're not fooling our people, okay, guy? Like, that's not happening. But just stop, because I know, I see the shit you do and the stuff I do. And we're clearly, and if even like I see you fucking crack me up with all your fucking trend dancing and shit. I try some of it. I can't fucking do it. I try shit on one leg.
I used to not be able to dance at all. I used to not be able to dance for shit. And then one day I was just like, let me try doing this. And then I was like, oh, I can dance now, basically.
It's fucking crazy what you do. Yeah, and that's the funny thing, though, too. It's like, I think that's where social media has helped me and you. We talked about, like, last time, too, where that confidence is building and building.
Yeah.
Because, like, I was one of those people, I would never dance. Like, the shit you see me doing now, never. Like, I was too fucking hard for that. Like, high school dropout, no one tells me what to do, quit my job, curse everybody out. I was nothing but trouble till I got my GED, went to college, straightened my ass out. But, like, I was a lot of fucking trouble all the time. And now I love to dance. Like, and I love that I'll get compliments from other creators. And they're just like, you have, like, rhythm and shit. And I'm like, I think what we've learned is to just be free. This is who we are. This is who we are.
It's like you can't, and it's like I said it last time too, but like if you can't please everyone, why would you even fucking try to do that?
Right. It's true. It's so true. And it's like, we're gonna have the haters that say shit. Of course, I still get fucking idiots that go out there and they'll say, this is on social media forever. I'm like, yeah, that's fucking sick. Like, I'm immortal. This is like a print. People are gonna see this. How could you be wearing shorts? How could you put on makeup, a dress? It's like, because I don't give a fuck. That's why. Because I don't put people down that express themselves, and I like to express myself. I like to be characters. I like to play different characters. I love masks. I got a million Halloween masks. I love to dress up. That was one of the worst things I did when I preached to everybody about not growing up. And people will say to me, like, how do I have all these younger people? Because it blows them away when I'll have people my age, and a lot of their people are like their age and older. And then you see, like, I go to a fucking show, and it's like total opposite on my end. And I'm like, I'll get so many comments from people going, because you're showing us we don't have to become what everyone tells us we have to become, right? Where we have to conform to society. You can't, like, I'll go, this is me. I'm out dressed like this today. I don't give a shit. And they'll go, like, that's, to their parents, that's insane. Their parents wouldn't do that. Their parents wouldn't even wear a band shirt. So we're breaking down these barriers. I'm doing it at my age. You're doing it at your age. And we're showing people, like, you just got to go embrace who you are. Ignore the hate. And like we just did too.
Right.
Guys, it takes a lot to call people out, but it's okay to call people out. Call them out on their shit. It's not okay for people who abuse you, take advantage of you, rip you off. Any band will tell you that. Every band will call someone out. Every comedian will call someone out that steals a joke. And then you'll see the ones, right, Shay, that like, that go, I'm doing something similar to you because you're such a big influence. And that's such a different ballgame. And I'll even do it. I'll do it to plenty of creators or bands. They'll say something in my comments or on these, and I think I said it to you last time. Like, I'm going to steal that idea, right? That's me saying I'm respecting you it's yours, but I'm going to use it, but it's yours. Like, I'm acknowledging it's from you. And that's all you should do if you're a creator, if you're a band, if you produce anything, any type of art. Don't take something people built up and have all that passion for and just steal it. Tell them, hey, I love it. I'm going to do my thing with it. And you'd be surprised how we're like, that's fucking sick. I'm honored.
Yeah, exactly. It's like, wow, like when people tag me being like, oh, I did this, like an inspiration of this person, it makes you feel so happy. You're like, wow, like I got this person to do something that they've been wanting to do, kind of thing. You
are getting people so comfortable. I'll see in your comments sometimes because I like looking through all our comments. Even when I know sometimes I'm going to see stuff I don't like with shit, like, I just like to see what's out there in general. And I love to see that they are so happy you're doing what you're doing. And they love seeing all sides. I even saw, when you came on here last time, the amount of people who were like, I never saw her laugh so much. I'm like, you got to learn every side of Shay, okay? She's very fucking dynamic. What you see with us a lot of times on social media, where Ghoul said this best from Mayhem. It's not that we're playing a character. We have different compartments in us. So when me and you post some videos, we're focusing kind of on one compartment. You're not getting to know us on an emotional level, face-to-face, in person, different topics, different things. But me and you is showing those different sides on a podcast because we're just having a conversation. So it just naturally slips out, And we're all just people. Like, that's why I don't get any of the hatred towards any creator. Like, we're all people just trying to do what we do. You're out there influencing everybody. You got a vast knowledge of music, of just the whole culture. And you talked about meeting Emperor, which was crazy, which was fucking so sick. Seeing these bands right now, if you did say to somebody, like, they go, I want to get into black metal. Let's try like this. They're into like grindcore, death metal, thrash metal. So they're into some of the heavier stuff, at least. They got it there. Now they say, Shay, I want to get into black metal. Maybe I heard something. Maybe they heard something that was too raw at one time, and they were just like, that's not for me. It was too underproduced, blah, 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 blah. What would you say the 3 albums to get them into where they could eventually get to that fucking underproduced, real sick shit, too? But what would your 3 be?
That was a good question. I feel like one, it's more like Viking metal era Bathory, like Hammerhead and all those Nordland. Those albums are really good to start off with because they have a lot of black metal elements still, but you can hear the much more melodic influence because of the fact that Quorthon was so like disgusted by everything that was going on in the scene. He didn't want to be associated with all of the bullshit, like the crime or like church burnings, all of that. And that's why he changed up the sound a little bit to still sound like black metal in some ways, but still do his own thing completely separate. So that's definitely a great place to start. And I would say, like, Bethlehem has a couple of good albums. Like, the self-titled Bethlehem, it's a little bit raw, but it also has some melodic elements to it as well, and
Nice.
more instrumental pieces.
Excellent. So you'd say to those people, grab those, go into those two's, the Bathory Viking era for sure, pick out a couple, and that era is like,
Yeah.
that is such a magical era. And then like go back into the fucking more darker stuff of Bathory, right? And like fucking get fucking crazy.
Right.
And that band
Yeah,
is
like
so
self-titled and everything. Bathory self-titled. I literally just picked this up yesterday.
yo, that is
Self-titled.
sick.
But this album, like, once you're ready to get into more raw stuff after listening to that melodic shit, Bathory self-titled, I know it's a classic, but it's a classic for a fucking reason. It's the album that started everything.
Everything.
And you just can't avoid listening.
No, and it's your fault last time you weren't here. If you started posting like I pulled out all my Bathory vinyl when you talked about them, and I'm just like, I got so fucking deep into them again, and it is just such sick music. The craziest thing though is to think that was coming out in the '80s. That is like boggles my mind when like Quiet Riot and Winger are like all over the fucking place. Like people already had a hard time with Megadeth and shit. Like it was too much for them to handle.
Yeah.
And then you had like Bathory out there. That is so crazy. Such a
I know, it was
album.
so ahead of its time.
So far ahead of its time. It's a tattoo I want to get to. I want to get that goat. It's on my fucking list. I'm like, I need something from there for sure. And Bathory they just always brought it for me. And black metal, like that early '90s, it really started blowing up. Like it was actually a time you could look at that. It was very rough for regular metal. Mainstream metal was dead. It was gone. Everybody was struggling. Albums wouldn't sell. The underground emerged. That's what always happens. The mainstream dies, and the mainstream, some of it's full, and I love the age I was and everything, the Metallica Black Album when it came out. Like, it's something that impacted me heavily, that got me into heavier shit. But that album ruined fucking metal for years. That album destroyed everybody. Every thrash band lightened up. Every single one put out an album trying to act, sound like them, which turned off those fans. Then grunge hit with the dark, and the whole industry blew up. But as that was happening, death metal and black metal, that's where I went into. So all my friends were still like, this sucks. Like, these bands are all gone, fucking Poison, whatever the fuck, all these bands that were never metal in the first place, but they were lumped in with it. And everyone was going like, this blows. And a lot of even the thrashers I loved, they just started disappearing.
Right.
There was no money. So I never left metal. I'm the one, all my friends went to grunge. They went to even when ICP, that's a whole fucking thing we saw with your video, like when they became a thing, all the metalheads started going into all these different areas. I stayed metal, and my friends still say that to me, like, you just didn't give a shit. I just went into the underground, and I was like, what is this dissection thing? And, what is fucking Emperor and Marduk and the Marduk, the F Me Jesus fucking cover. I have that vinyl. I have the fucking patch. That is one of the sickest shirts ever. God, they were so they were like, oh, you're burying metal? We're gonna act up now. And everybody fucking started bringing this insane lyrics and graphics, and death metal and black metal just exploded. It just got fucking crazy. And then shit your fucking grind shits, and these bands like fucking Mortician, who's going to be at the New England Death Metal Fun Time Bonanza, which is going to be sick.
I know, I can't fucking wait for that.
Our heads are going to fucking explode for that. I can't even handle that shit. I'm like, I can't.
Oh my god, I'm going to hit so many people. I'm so excited.
Yeah, you go after them, like I said, and I'll be there in case it gets out of hand, so I'll be watching. We're going to fucking rough people up. Eric, just so you know, we're not signing the waiver or shit this year. Nobody cares, okay? We're going there to crowd kill, Eric. I don't know what to tell you, buddy. You like us too much. You can't stop us, so it is what it is. It's going to be fucking crazy, but I remember buying House by the Cemetery on CD when it came out, and it was so mind-blowing because it's so fucking hard. Like, if you were not... There were friends of mine that couldn't... And I get it. They couldn't... If you weren't at that level of music yet... That just sounds like noise and grunts. You have no idea what's happening. And then the movie interludes in between, which is sick. And then the fucking cover with the eyeballs. But it's fucking crazy based on the movie. I can't believe they're going to be at the fucking Bonanza. Like, Eric, you crazy son of a bitch, you did it. He did it. He's all grown up now.
I know when they announced that, them and then Putrid Pile, I am so unbelievably excited for Putrid Pile. I have never seen them live, so I'm just.
It's gonna be. We thought last year, and last year was unreal, but everything's
It was.
amplified. Everything's amplified. You're amplified because you're going to be front and center starting the Bonanza. I'm amplified because I'm out of control, comfortable at shows and in public now. I have no fear of shit. I'm going to be causing fucking scene after scene after scene. Eric got a lineup that is not even believable. I don't even know how he swung this thing. And then I saw too, like, they're ripping up more tent space this year. They're like making bigger areas, like. Because I'm gonna promote the fuck out of this thing. Like, it's every day I'm gonna try and get at least in my stories, and then try and put in those videos and stuff like that. And it's just like I'm fucking psyched myself.
I know, I can't wait to do interviews and everything again. It's just gonna be so fucking sick. And I really want to get footage of the bong rip competition this year. I'm gonna participate, but I also want to get videos of everybody else.
Yeah, you have to. I know I have some people that are going, and I'm demanding they do it. I'm like, one motherfucker drank it all last year. That was fucking psychotic. And, that was the automatic win.
Yeah. What about the dude that ate the fucking McNug, the chicken sandwich from McDonald's and stuck nugs on it, and then he ripped the bong, like, snapped it, and then drank the water from it? I was just like...
Fucking crazy.
Fuck? Insane.
Up there, I want everyone. There's no fucking. The only rule is don't hurt anybody, don't grab anybody. That's the shit no one's gonna tolerate. That's not tolerated up there. Other than that, there are no fucking rules. There'll be 8,000 fucking Domino's pizzas. I remember that last year too. Like, they were just there and there. And I'm like, once everybody starts feeling it, because everybody's partying up there, you watch those boxes go from like 8,000 to 0, like within an hour. Once everyone's fucking munchies fucking kicked in, and just watch the videos too, like with Eric. He'll give you tips on how to survive, how to stay clean, how to make sure you got food and fuck. And the nice thing, any of us that go in and out, don't be afraid to ask somebody. Like, I was lucky enough that I was able to go in and out, have a place out of there, and I was able to bring in a bag of ice for somebody. I was able to bring in a case of beer for a band. They wanted to give me CDs. It was too nice. And I was like, let me get you something. So, like, don't be, it's that type of environment there. It does, and these are people that we all just met. Like, it's not like I knew of them. We were like mutuals on social media, but never talked, never sent a message, never made a comment. So it's that type of vibe. Just talk to people and they'll help you out.
Yeah, it's so easy. Like, even when my tent flooded and everything, like, people were so quick to help me and be like, yo, like, what do you need? Like, do you need clothes? Like,
yep. That's fucking horrible, though. That's my nightmare.
Honestly, it was kind of funny looking back. It was kind of funny just because of the fact it wasn't a skill issue. My friends checked my tent and everything because I had never even been camping. I was just like, Bonanza. I was supposed to go with one of my friends. He last minute couldn't go, and I was like, well, I gotta be there, and I don't drive. Fun fact. I feel like not many people know that. I take the train and walk my ass everywhere.
Nice.
But, my, mom literally dropped me off in Maine with all of my stuff, and I camped by myself.
That's crazy.
Yeah, I was like, I had to be there.
Give yourself credit for that because, like, I think that's another thing where this has taken us with social media. You got up there, this whole story is fucking insane. A lot of people would have just said, I'm not going. Like, let's be honest, 80% of people would have just been like, I can't go. That's what just happened to me with Milwaukee. I only was on a flight one other time 5 or 7 years ago. One time. I took the flight. I had to go with multiple people. I was a mess. I had to get wasted there and back to survive it. When I went to Milwaukee Metal Fest, I had to get there by myself. The people I was going with couldn't come till the second day. And I was like, I got to get on this fucking plane. And then I vowed, I was like, you know what? I don't want a shot. I don't want to drink. I need to just do this. And I'll be honest with you. I got on that plane and I was like, well, my life is fucking over. I sat there charging my phone. I got in the plane. Plane started driving. I'm like, well, I'm gone now. Plane starts going up in the air. I'm like teary. I'm like, fuck my life. That's it. And then everything was fine. Right? You start rationalizing yourself. They give me my Pepsi and my Goldfish for free. What a fucking joy. I got my headphones on. I'm blasting music. On the way up, actually, I texted Brat, and I'm like, I've got Barracuda on right now, so make me get through this flight. And then Liz was like, she fucking DM'd me back, which is great. So when I flew back, I did the same thing, going like, this is my good luck charm now.
Yeah.
But like, I was doing so good, and then you hit the turbulence, and I'm like, fuck, it's over. And then it was weird. Like, I'm just like, I landed. I go to the hotel. I make friends with everybody. You know, I can't shut the fuck up. The front desk, the bartender. I'm sitting there all night. I'm meeting people. I'm just having a time.
Yeah.
I'm like, this is fucking sick. I'm like, I'm not at work. Like, I fucking flew. I'm in the middle of the country. And I sat there, though, at that night. I went back up to the room, pretty loaded, which was nice. Had another beer up there. Just relaxed, just not caring, going, I know I got a lot of screaming to do. And I was reflecting, and I'm like, if Metal Horror Madman never happened, this wouldn't have happened. Like, I just wouldn't have done this, like, ever. Like, there's no way. And then I flew back without a problem. Like, I flew back, and then in the airport, the biggest ego thing for me that ever happened. So we're in the airport. I have the ticket stuff, supposed to get the stuff to see, like, where to board. Instead, it's like, Metal Horror Madman? And I'm like, at the fucking airport? Like, this is fucking crazy. So I'm so full of myself, I'm laughing. I'm taking pictures. They're like, we need the ticket information. We got to get it. And this guy's fucking texting one of my friends. And I'm like, this is so sick. I can't believe this is so crazy for me. Like, it's making me so happy. He's like, get on the fucking plane already. Like, the man, like, this show's over. We're walking, and I'm over there doing my thing. I'm like, wouldn't it be cool if I dropped a Slayer and got thrown out? And everyone's like, stay focused, madman. But my point was, it was so much like, it was just such like, hearing what you did to get up there. And it sounds silly to people that fly all the time, but if you don't fly and you have some of these anxieties, it's literally that crazy in your head. It's not normal. You're thinking of every worst case scenario.
Yeah.
But if we didn't do these things we did, like, we wouldn't have done those accomplishments. And then you're showing people right now, it's so easy to quit. That's the easiest thing to do. When we're having a bad day, and I don't know if, like, I talk to so many creators and bands, people that are super confident. And that's why, like, I definitely expose myself on the pod as opposed to regular madman. Everything's the most confident, crazy guy in the world. But, like, you know, sometimes you just go, if I just quit this, it's done. Like, I don't have to worry about making a video. I don't have to worry about editing a podcast. I don't have to worry about getting on a plane. I don't have to worry about going to shows and causing all this attention. But then if you quit, you miss out on that part of your life. And on your deathbed, you will just lay there and go, I wonder what would have happened if I chased it. I wonder what would have happened if I went to the Bonanza that year. Like, maybe you don't go last year, and then your whole trajectory changes this year, and you're not there this year because you're just like, I didn't. But instead, you did it. Like, you changed. It's like the butterfly effect. I'm big into that shit too. Even the movie, even though it's cheesy, but, like, I fucking believe in that one choice you made to go up there changed everything. And we talked about this last time. I've seen the change in both of us. I see the change in you and talking to you and the confidence level and just the content that comes out. And it's like, imagine if you quit. Imagine if you would have just said, I can't get up there. It's impossible.
Yeah, and it's crazy. It's like, because I feel like, just like how you said the Bonanza was your turning point, it was kind of mine, too. That was the first time since high school I got up in front of people and stuff like that. Like, I didn't, like, talk to people like that. It was my first time ever trying to interview people. And I have bad social anxiety. I honestly, like, I used to have such bad anxiety, I couldn't even leave my house by myself. And so, like, it was really a huge turning point that I was like, you know what? Like, my trivia is supposed to happen. I want to do this, and I need to be there, and I'm going to do anything it takes. And I did, and just, like, the reaction that it got and the way that people liked it so much, even though I was so nervous, I was like, literally, I have nothing to fucking worry about. And just from that point on, I realized that, like, you have a lot more, like, people that love you than hate you in this world. And the people that hate you at the end of the day also love you because they still obsess over you and are fans. And I learned that, like, just be your fucking self, because, like, why would you want to waste your time, like, regretting not being yourself later on?
So wise you are in the way you say it. And it's so fucking true. And I relate to this 1,000,000%. It's why I said that I think that's the energy I felt last year. Like, I had the same problem. I could not go out. I couldn't sit in a McDonald's by myself. I'm not kidding. That was impossible. I was so bad. I couldn't order, like, if my parents, like, order a pizza, I was like, holy shit. Like, this is crazy. I got to pick up the phone. I got to call somebody. Like, and people think this sounds like nuts and I'm being funny. I'm not. Like, it was literally that intense to me. And I look at it and look at me now. Like, I still have these things. They just so you know, they'll never go away. It's a work
Yeah.
for the rest of your life. It will never. You'll never get to that point where that I know of yet at 48. But like, I'm at the point now though where I'm so, and you're. This will be you. I am because I've been on the same journey. I am so comfortable now that I mean, like, I got to the hotel. I'm just a regular guy at the hotel, and I become buddies with the fucking front desk and the bartender. Having not one of those like, oh, they're just listening to you. No, where they started telling me a lot of stuff about their personal life and all this other shit, and like, and I met these other people, and I'll be in the elevator talking to people, and I'll talk to the cleaning people, and I love talking to people, and like even going to the shows. So when I do that, just as me, and then as the madman, but I want to talk to the security guards. I want to talk to everybody. Like, I just want to get the vibes and the energy. And when I get that negative, bad energy, like you said, not everyone's going to like us. That's just the way it is. They do, though, the way you said it. It's almost like the haters need us, too, as much as the people that love us. They need us 'cause their life falls apart if they don't have us to hate. So I would get them even in my lives, and I would say to them, like, I don't hate you at all. If you need to hate me to get through your life and function, and that keeps you, you know, alive and we're doing what you do, good for you. That's you know, don't cross lines and don't try and hurt any of my followers. I'm very, very protective of all of them because I appreciate all of you so fucking much. And I would do anything for them. Like I will not tolerate any hatred. But the ones that come at me, you just like we get to that point where it's like it's silly. This shit don't right sometimes. Like that, like I think I said this to Gulak too. I had like, and I get mostly positive now, but like I'll still get the haters that'll come in and someone's like, fix your teeth. And I'm like, wow, that's that's edgy. You got me. I love my fucking teeth up here. I love my snarl. I really do. Like, I look at my transformation in life, just my beard, my tattoos. Like, I fucking love how I look with that shit. And if you don't have that confidence, right, what happens instead? Because when I didn't have that confidence, you sit there and you beat yourself up and you let these people get in your head. And you're letting somebody that has no impact on your life impact everything about you. And that's something you can't allow. And you can't allow that hatred to ever just destroy who you are.
Right. You have to use it and let it fuel you. And that's honestly what I do. Like, people be like, how do you deal with hate and just not care about it? I'm like, because I don't. It makes me want to keep doing it. You know how much I love pissing people off? I fucking love it. Like,
you do. I could tell you do. It's great. And that's what they don't get either. That's what I love so much. That's what I talked about us like on personal levels where the stuff we're doing, when you want, they don't know. The haters don't know. They just haven't figured out. That's even Madman. Like, that's where fucking Slayer really started. When people like, you're loud, you're old, you're obnoxious. This is why we hate metalheads. And it just made me like, yeah, let's fucking go now. Like, and to the point now, like I said, where I am insane. The people that saw me in Milwaukee know. I made my presence known everywhere in that venue. Wherever I went, people wanted to know who the fuck was this psychopath. And I was doing it to have a good fucking time. And it was great to have a good time and just meet people and be ourselves. So for me, right, that's my thing. I like to scream and put on a scene and dance around. Yeah. And I do it in my videos. And you like to fucking point shit out that needs to be pointed out. And then you like to see what the haters are doing to you. And then you masterfully troll them without them even fucking knowing it. And we sit back and laugh our asses off because we're like, they don't even know what's going on right now.
And, like, they've just been eating my rage bait since day one. Like, you know, I started making content completely by accident. Oh my god, mutilation origin story. Like,
she's letting it all out today.
I made a fucking video to that, like, corny Lords of Chaos sound of, like, Euronymous when he's going, like, who the fuck is that poser? And how is he so perfect? And I put on corpse paint and was just, like, mocking it by, like, lip-syncing that shit. And that video, just, like, it didn't blow up a ton, but, you know, I had, like, 5,000 likes. So I was like, whoa, like, my 19-year-old self.
Yeah.
And I was like, holy shit. So then I got that fucking dress with Pella's face on it and pissed people off even more.
Amazing.
Like, people got so pissed. And they were like, oh, don't you remember when you wore that? And I'm like, yeah. And all of this stuff. And that's how it all began. That's literally all how it began.
You did it masterfully, though, because I've watched, like I said, I like to look at the trends with stuff. And just like me, we were two people that people would come at heavily in the beginning. Like it was aggressive, and I felt like it was more hate than love, right? It was crazy. And now you've watched it change, firsthand. I know with my thing, it's the opposite now. Like we have the support, we have the love. Those people coming at us are looking really fucking dumb.
I even get DMs all the time of people now. They'll be like, I used to not fuck with you, but then I realized that you're right most of the time. And I was like, see, I know I am. But like,
then that's the way to be. That's the way to be like me and the fucking madman shit. We're gonna flex when we flex because you are right and you're pointing shit out. And the other thing is, I've never seen you start going like. They don't understand too. You're a respectful person. I don't see you could go at a million people and just go in and just fucking hit. That's not you. You're a respectful fucking person doing your content, and you know it sells. And we both know it sells. And that's why when people could say to us, why are you still doing this or doing that? Because that's where the fucking views come from. And if you guys want to see us continue to provide this content, we got to get people watching it. So, you reduce shit. That's what the fucking thing is.
And like a lot of the hate too is misogyny, I think. And the reason I think that is just because I've seen some male creators say a lot of similar things to me and they'll get all positive feedback. But then I'll say those things, or like I won't say them necessarily like having watched their videos, but I'll like come across someone on my For You page like saying the same shit that I have. And instead of getting bombarded with hate, they're like, oh yeah, dude, so real. And I'm just like, please make it make sense.
This is the problem, and definitely with a lot of old school people out there, and this is where I'm different than a lot of fucking people in my group. That's a real thing that goes on in every aspect of society. Okay? Yeah. That is actual fucking real. And people don't have to agree with the extent of certain things. I'm just trying to make fucking even Steven like fucking, I don't know. People don't have to agree with every aspect of everything. But if you want to sit there and tell me that people aren't being unfair to women constantly 24 fucking 7, especially in metal, fucking no doubt about it. That's ridiculous to think different. But every aspect of society, and then you always hear go, well, there's a woman that's, run for president. And there's a woman. And I'm like, no one's saying women aren't successful. No one is saying that women don't get great jobs and have great careers as fucking actors and fucking musicians. Nobody's saying that. But every fucking one of those things is not a level playing field to this fucking day. And I will die on that fucking hill. And I get in their response, I'm sure you hear like they'll say, well, this person, she's making $8 million a movie. Oh, so she's bitching because she's not making $40 million. Well, yeah, when you put it in perspective, like it does seem obnoxious for us regular people to hear about $8 million. Wow, but they're not wrong though. That's not a wrong thing to go, I'm as big of a drawer as this guy and I'm being paid less. Like that's a real fucking problem.
Yeah, exactly.
Same with the metal shit too, where it's like, I'll watch somebody, like you always see at some show, fucking girl comes out of the thing, fucking broken nose in the pit or something. It's like, you always hear from the guys like, oh, well, they want to be equals in there and blah, blah, blah. It's like, then go fucking knock the guy out in there. Like, punch him in the fucking nose then. Like, what are you fucking doing? Like, I have no tolerance for that shit.
Yeah, exactly.
Right? It's like, it's the same thing of like, where people that can bully children or a fucking woman because someone's smaller than them, or mental manipulation. People don't understand that shit either. Why don't they leave the relationship? Holy shit, you're a genius. Why don't they leave the relationship? Because they fucking can't, because you've been fucking brainwashed and beaten and fucking beaten down. And you just accept this. And you've been you'll see this in divorces. Why is she getting any money? She never worked because the guy set it up so she didn't fucking work. The guy made that happen so she did not have the means to take care of herself. Now he goes and fucks some chick and starts a new life and tells her to go fuck herself with the kids. These are real problems. These are real problems, and I have no tolerance for this shit, and I know I'm going to hear shit for this. I don't fucking care. Yeah. I don't like that bullshit. I don't like the manipulation by men. I know just from my father, horrible fucking person, horrible manipulated me. It's almost like I was in a fucking cult. Way too late into my life of taking my money and taking advantage of me, and I thought he gave a shit about me and all that shit. And people would say like, You were 30 years old handing over your fucking paycheck. Like, you're the idiot. No, I was fucking manipulated, brainwashed, respectful. It wasn't until, like, I said 30, so maybe at 31 is the one time, like, some argument, and when he went to do something, and I threw him to the ground physically, and he went to go, here's some lore for, here's why we know I'm so messed up in the head, Shay. And, like, he went to go get at me with, like, a fireplace poker. He was trying to stab me, trying to hit me with the fireplace shovel, and I just kept throwing him down because I was like, I have fucking had enough. That was a turning point in my life. But my point was I suffered through 31 years before that. And it's so easy to go, well, why didn't you just break free? I didn't know any better. I had Stockholm Syndrome. And this goes on in relationships every day. This goes on with even horror stories with bands with a member. Like, there's a lot of bullshit that goes on out there. Well, why didn't you leave the band then? Because you just don't get it. Unless you've been in something like that, you don't understand what it's like to be controlled by somebody and have that kind of fear. And I know we really jumped off subject, but, like, not really. It's what we're saying with you. Like, so they're coming at you because it's like, I want to bully her. I'll fucking bully Shay. Let me fucking show you what it's like. Fucking like, oh, I'm not going to bully that guy because that guy might beat my ass. Well, I got bad news for you. Shay will beat your ass, and then when she's done beating your ass, she'll go, Madman, you want to just really fucking take care of this now? I got trivia to go fucking run. Because there are us guys out there. And you see that at the Bonanza. The protectors are out there, right? And we're not trying to be white knights and trying to be like, we're saying, I've always had more friends that are females than males. That's been my whole fucking life. And it's because of a lot of shit we just talked. And then there's great guys. I don't want to discourage that too. There's fucking great, some of my best friends that I would, that would die for me. Just awesome people. But in social media and most of the arts and a lot of the jobs, they're male-dominated areas. And there's so many fucking people that just defend people and go, you're just jealous, right? You're just jealous because they go at you. The other person's doing it better. You know all the bullshit.
Right.
Well, that's
and it's like, it's such...
Go on. I can't shut up right now. I get angry over this shit.
No, you're chilling. No, it's just such bullshit. It's like people just will come at anybody that's actually doing their own thing. And I think that's what people can't handle. People can't handle people that are actually real. If you go online and, like, especially I feel like in the alternative, like, subcultures right now, you see people saying the same 10 fucking things over and over again. And it's like, okay, like, we get that. Can you please contribute something else?
Right.
And they get mad when they're like, oh, well, you think this and it's not the same as what other people think. You're just trying to be different. You're an elitist. And it's just like all of this bull is just... It's annoying as shit. That's all it really is.
It's annoying.
It's straight up annoying as shit.
It's annoying. They suck, those people. Letting the guys get away with it is fucking stupid. Go after... Again, like, all you're saying in fairness is go after everybody then. You'll take the hits, but give the hits to everybody. That's fucking fair.
Yeah, and like,
I don't see the problem.
Yeah, and like what these fucking people don't know when they try to bully me is I'll bully them 10 times worse.
Right.
I've bullied people into deleting comments. This girl that was literally fucking stalking me for like 3 years, she had a whole TikTok account about me and everything. I made her feel like such a fucking idiot that account has been taken down completely. I think she completely deleted it.
Wow.
Like, people really, like, 3 years. She wasted 3 years of her life, and just because I showed her I didn't give a fuck, she finally was like, oh, this isn't gonna work.
It's crazy, and that's why we all appreciate you so much, because you're out there doing what you do. And it is up to people to make shit change, too. So, like, again, that's why I'll throw on a fucking dress. Like, I don't just talk about where I think everybody's equal and we need to do what we need to do. I fucking am out there doing it. And I know that definitely hurts a certain segment of my population and, I just don't care. People also, what I heard about my account, the amount of things... Well, a lot of you girls out there are fucking psycho that'll fucking DM me. I like when you yell at me. Keep those pictures to yourself sometimes, too. But I'll have that fucking shit. And I'll have fucking people that are just like, we love you because you just don't give a flying fuck. Like, we see it.
Yeah.
Like, you are out acting like you are in a venue. Everybody's looking at you, whether they like you or not. You're screaming in front of everybody. You're twerking on social media. You're dressing, in drag. You're doing all this shit you fucking do. You don't edit your stuff to where it could be pristine, worry about proper lighting. Because Shay, I really don't care. I just like to make people fucking laugh and have a good time and
Yeah.
comfortable. That's all I'm about. I want people comfortable. And that's why they know whenever they
Right.
meet me, they'll be like, he's so chill. And it's like, yeah, I'm just you. Like, I have a different compartment of me that expresses myself very loud and aggressively. Just is what it is.
Yeah, exactly. And like I'll get those DMs of people being like, "You inspire me to actually be myself." I get really nervous too because of what other people are gonna say. But like I guess the biggest piece of advice I even have for that would be genuinely, you're never not gonna be afraid of doing it if you don't just fucking do it.
So true. And that's the best fucking advice. Just because people will say, and that was like me with this plane. I was like, the only thing I can do to overcome this is do it. Like, I could waste my time and like look at a simulation or go to like a fucking virtual, or I could just fucking say, you're doing it, you have no choice. And
Right.
that's what you did with your content. You're like, this is who I am. I'm proud of who I am, what I've accomplished, where I've been. You've stated many times you're not perfect. You've stated about anxieties and things you still have to this fucking day. You got to work on, overcome, keep
Yeah.
going. I have them. I have my good and bad days all the time, always during the winter, always really rough. I know we had talked about previously, but like, even just with this, like, I have a lot coming up. I had all that shit I just did. Then I have the Bonanza, and I have fucking Slayer at Louder Than Life, and Slayer in Hershey Park, and I have RPMs fucking around. There's like so many different events I have that I have on
Yeah.
my fucking calendar. And it's like, you just got to do them. Or I could sit here and go get overwhelmed. And that creeps in your head. I should just
Yeah.
cancel everything. And it's like, no, just get out there and fucking do it. And like you, it has been the greatest thing doing this stuff. It has made me so happy. I've met people I never would have met. I think a lot different. I've been exposed to a lot of different things and cultures. And I wouldn't trade it for anything. And I've had horrible times with stuff, making content and going like, this is cringe. Why would you do that? Or
Yeah.
my screen, like when I cause, and you've seen it, but like I said, it's going to be times 50 now because that's my comfort level. It's a lot to cause those scenes. No, everybody's looking, whether they like you or not, and then just casually walk away like, whatever, no dip. I'm fucking good. That was fun. But inside, you're like, what the fuck am I doing? This is fucking psycho.
Yeah, exactly.
But if I didn't do it, then I'm like everybody else sitting there watching TV, eating popcorn going,
Yeah.
I should have taken that acting class. I should have started a TikTok. I should have started a Gram. And they don't do it.
Right,
Sad.
exactly. It's like why you don't want to regret those things later on. Like one of my biggest things, and this is like wicked insider information, but like I've always wanted to make music. But
Okay.
I have terrible anxiety of like, oh, what if people just tell me I sound like shit or something? But then I just realized like people already tell me that about my accent and my voice, so why would I even give a fuck? So, but I'm gonna be making a black noise project.
Yes.
And it's gonna be very reminiscent of like the band Stryborg mixed with like a newbie, which is this raw avant-garde black metal band from Lithuania.
Sick.
And just like that kind of vibe to it.
That makes me very excited. I think I know a madman that'll be hyping that fucking thing like crazy. I think I'll talk to him when I talk to myself later. That makes me so fucking happy. And that, again, you just keep inspiring me because the amount of people that have asked me to start a band is fucking crazy. And I'm like, I should just fucking do it. Even if I do like 30-second grindcore insane screaming, whatever the fuck, short, so you know what I mean? I gotta tell you, I went from anxiety of it to I love being on stage. I fucking love it so much. I'm so comfortable up there. It's so much fun to me, and like I would love to just go do a short set like somewhere, just like do whatever the fuck. Tell all the madman followers to just have the craziest fucking pit. And with me, it'd be a lot of like doing my fucking basically stand-up comedy in between all the songs and like I would love it. So like that's awesome. That literally makes me so fucking happy, and it fits you so perfectly. It
Dude,
fits
I'm
you.
so
the
fucking
brand.
hyped.
Crazy. Are you working on it like now? When do you think you'll have
It's
music?
like definitely gonna be a while. I haven't recorded anything
That's
or
okay.
anything. I've been writing and just kind of like doing my fucking thing. I've got my evil ass fucking warlock, like we're set.
Sick.
But I also might be joining a band too because my friend is in a black metal band and they're looking for a rhythm guitarist, so that might possibly also be happening.
Yo, this is what you were meant for. Like, this is the next level. Like, I always look at next levels for all of us. 1,000,000,000% this makes sense. This makes me so fucking happy. I'll hype whatever you need to do. I'm so glad you're starting it. That's crazy. Anything you need, you let me know. And if you need like a fucking spoken word thing or anything, just tell me. I'll send you over whatever the fuck you want. I support this 1,000,000,000%. And we'll be seeing you at the Bonanza one year, which is going to be fucking sick.
Oh, fuck yeah. No, thank you so much. It means so much to me just because, like, it's always been something I've wanted to do, but have been too nervous about what people will say. But I think I'm finally in a spot where I really just don't give a fuck what people say.
Please stay in that spot, Shay. That's the spot. If I didn't have that spot, I probably wouldn't be on this earth right now with some of the fucking issues I have. Like, that confidence has got me to take control of everything. I need to take control of my life, and that's what you're fucking doing. And you have my backing. I am behind you 1,000,000,000%. And any fucking haters, I'm worth 1,000 of your fucking hates, okay? That's my positivity I have. You have the Madman's backing. You have all the love from social media. On, the podcast you did fucking awesome. We had great fucking responses to it. We all have your back. Do not lose it. Don't let please, and I really mean this, if something goes on and you're having some issues, just DM me, okay? Fucking DM me and say, Madman, I don't want to do that. And I would be like, no fucking way are we quitting on this fucking project. I want to be front row. Two things I want to do. I want to announce you one day, and then I want to be front row fucking watching your set, okay? That's how fucking badass it. All right. I'm fucking ready. I'm fucking ready for this. That is huge news, and you heard it here first on Metal Horror Madness. We've got the New England Death Metal Fun Time Bonanza. We've got the fucking content that won't... Shay can't be stopped. Any of you out there that tried to stop her in some of this back noise shit, cut this shit out already. Let's just stop the bullshit. I'm fucking sick of it. We're all here to have a good fucking time. You're doing fucking bands. You're kicking off the fucking Bonanza. You're conquering the fucking world. We're gonna have you back on again as soon as possible. I could talk to you clearly. We could talk for 5 hours. I'm like, I gotta end this for our algorithm on fucking YouTube, so they don't show it anywhere.
Yeah.
What's your next? So, I mean, first of all, your next thing you're doing is you're working on your project, which is fucking sick. Besides the Bonanza, the trivia. Oh yeah, and please promote the trivia and sale. Tell us where to find you and what you're doing. I'll shut up.
Fuck yeah. So, obviously the music, gonna be making more content. With working full-time, I'm obviously, like, not posting as much, but I'm gonna be getting back on track soon, and I'm definitely gonna be doing a lot more with, like, going to more shows and things. I kind of want to be doing stuff, more filming and doing interviews with people outside of shows and things, too. Kind of gonna get over my social anxiety with that shit and actually finally go up to people and just talk to them.
Also, and, sorry to interrupt you, but if you have something you want to do, we're both in Mass. You have the guy with no fear. I just like to go out anywhere. So if you're like, Madman, I'm getting anxiety. Do you want to? I'll go stand there with you. I'll shut the fuck up too. You'll be shocked. You know me. You know me on a real level in person. You know how chill I can be and quiet. But if you need that support, because I'm there now. I'm invincible. So just I really mean that. Let me know.
No, it means a lot to me because it can be really difficult to get over that social anxiety, but it's gonna happen. It's not gonna happen unless I do it.
So true. So we got that. You're gonna be interviewing more bands?
Definitely interviewing more